Hey guys, what up? It's abap here, and today I compiled a little bit of information for you guys so we can see how much gold we can expect as a Warlock doing Diagonal East solo jump runs per run and per hour. Before we start, I want to say today we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. Pog. So yeah, I'm gonna keep pumping out the YouTube content, gonna keep streaming on Twitch. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's been watching and thanks to everyone that subscribed. Yeah. So back to the video. Hydrospawn, the first boss that we're gonna kill. He drops 5 pieces of loot and also an essence of water on top of that. The expected value that we can get from his loot plus the essence of water brings us to 4 gold and 46 silver per run. The second boss, Zevram Thornhoof, he drops 5 pieces of loot, and he can also drop Fellcloth and Runecloth, but I didn't feel like it was necessary to include that. So the expected value that we'll get from Zevram is around 1 gold and 73 silver. The last boss, Alzin the Wild Shaper, he drops many pieces of loot, and he always drops 2 pieces of loot. And the probabilities here are accounting for the 2 pieces that he drops. The expected value from Alzin is 3 gold and 86 silver per run. Mining, the fun part, boys. So there's always going to be 2 to 3 nodes, and each node has 2 to 4 taps, both of those distributed equally. So you have the possibility of getting anywhere from 4 to 12 taps in one run. Uh, Obviously, the scenarios for getting 4 taps and 12 taps are less likely than getting, say, like 8 taps. And we have that down here. You can see that this is the formula we use to calculate the probability of getting an arcane crystal. So this right here means there's 36 total scenarios. So for here, this is getting 4 taps. There's only one scenario where you can get 4 taps. And the probability here for an arcane crystal is 3%. And this is calculating for 1 arcane crystal in 1 run. And we found the probability of getting 1 arcane crystal in 1 run is 19.6%. But then we thought, wait, that doesn't include the probability of getting multiple crystals. So we found the best way to find this number is to calculate the probability of getting 0 crystals in a run and subtract that from 100. And that leaves us with 22.09% to get at least 1 crystal in 1 run. And again, that includes the possibility of getting multiple crystals. And we used the same formula and changed the probability to find the chance of getting at least 1 blue sapphire in 1 run, which gives us 6.5% chance. And that also, again, that includes the possibility of multiple sapphires. So the expected value of mining from the thorium, we're getting around 8 thorium per run, which is 1 gold, 68 silver on my server. Crystals, 40 gold each on my server, so that brings us to 8.8 G per run. And sapphires, which are 22 gold each on my server, brings us to 1.43 G per run. And I'll put the formula for the arcane crystals in the description, and this is the calculator that I use to run this. So if you want to, you can play around with this. You can change the number here for calculating how many crystals you can get, and you can change the probability for different drop rate for like blue sapphires. So yeah, you can play around with that if you want. So here's the total. I know this is what we've all been waiting for. So the total per run bosses is 10 gold and 5 silver per run. The mining is 11 gold and 91 silver per run. From various venerables and sellables from trash and bosses, I'm talking here like gray items from the trash, or like bosses can sometimes drop an extra green or like a lockbox or something. You're getting an average of about 3 gold per run there. So your total per run is just over 25 gold per run, including the raw silver that you're getting from the bosses. So if you're running 3 runs in an hour, which isn't out of the question, there's a lot of people doing runs faster than that. A lot of people are doing runs in about 15 minutes with mining. So 3 runs per hour is not out of the question at all. You're making just over 75 gold. Now that baseline gold right there is already better than Maraudon, and I'm not even including the books, the Fellcloth, other gems from the veins, the Runecloth, etc. So the baseline gold is already better than Maraudon, and the reason I think this is so much better than Maraudon is because in Maraudon, when you're getting extremely lucky and you're getting pretty much weapons every single time, you're making about 50 to 60 gold with a gathering profession. And if you're unlucky in Maraudon, you're making about 30 to 40 gold. In Dire East, your baseline average gold is already better than Maraudon, and if you're lucky, you're making much, much more. So, yeah, I hope this helped you guys decide if Dire East is worth it. I definitely think it is. I've been farming here since its release, and I can say that the returns I've seen have been pretty astronomical compared to Maraudon. So I hope this helped you guys decide if it's worth it or not. So yeah, good luck farming, get those crystals, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.